Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special video. I shot my first ever under par 18 hole round.
Go in. Holy eagle. Holy crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special video. I shot my first ever under par 18 hole round. Par 72, Fraserview Golf Club from 6,700 yards. I am so excited to show you guys this video today. I recorded it just on my phone because I was not expecting to shoot this. I didn't have, the big production out there, and I just uploaded it to the vlog channel the next day, but this one's too good to just have it lit there. I wanted to come on here, I wanted to show you every single shot from the round because I have every single shot, and I figured I would commentate over it and just let you know everything I was thinking and going through in these moments because it was crazy. It's something I had set a goal actually at the beginning of this year that I wanted to achieve before the end of 2024. So the fact that it happened already this time is crazy. We're going through a bit of a swing change right now. There are things that we're working on and we're really trying to get our game up. And so this was a cool one to have come all together. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to let the video play. And then when I talk, and I'll let some of the commentary I already recorded in the video go. But this first hole is a par 4. There are 4 temporary greens on the course today. You'll see it's a bit of a slop show at certain times, but luckily there's only 4 of them. Otherwise, this course is very, very pure. So we're going to jump right into it. This first one with temporary green is about 275. We're hitting 3-wood off this first tee. Let's jump into it. Dead straight ball. I kind of wanted it to cut a little bit, but I think it ended up working out quite well. All right, well, felt like we did a pretty good job of that on the first swing there. 3-wood was too much club. I was trying to cut it, and it just kind of stayed pretty straight. But whatever. This first hole is the only temporary green on the front 9, which basically means the hole is the size of a soccer ball, but it's just cut out of the fairway because this green doesn't get enough sunlight, I guess. So I don't know, I think that's why. But anyway, so this one's kind of just like pretty much a gimme par, maybe even birdie. I think the rules with the temp greens are like within 5 feet is a gimme. And then, I mean, typically I'm not gonna try to put it out, but yeah, I mean, we're 10 yards short of the green and left. So it was about 265. So that was a good 3-wood. Anyway, we're gonna chip it up there. Depending how close we get it, maybe make a birdie, move on. 35 yards. This is definitely a part of my game that I am very dialed with. Short game's always been a strength for me, but I'm feeling really comfortable inside like 75 yards recently. That is a birdie. Let's go. A generous one with temporary greens, but it's a birdie. This is a par 5. This one's about 500 yards. So in the winter, when there's no rollout, it definitely plays quite long. One there. Hit a good drive up the right center though. I'm chilling by the bunker. It's coyotes. We're almost up. I'm just saying here that I wanted to hit kind of a big cut. The hole kind of bends around a little to the right. Absolutely chunk show. But you can see how sloppy that was. That explosion on that 3-wood. It's just super gooey this time of year. But left ourselves in a great spot. I think we had like 75 yards. I didn't really trust it. It looked shorter. So I hit probably about like a 65 shot and ended up about 15 feet short. Kind of lagged this one up well. A little bit of a knee knocker for par, but we ended up being able to knock this one in. So we're 1 under through 2, moving on to a par 3. This is a shortened par 3. It's hitting off mats. A lot of par 3s in Canada are like this time of year. It was about 155. We hit a 9-iron downhill. This was, I thought I made a hole in one. I really did. You'll see my reaction. This thing lands, pitches, you can see it land, boom. Like I thought it hit, I think it might have hit off the stick and jump back, or juiced a little bit, but you can obviously see my reaction. It wasn't like crazy close. It was probably about like 3 to 5 feet, but an uphill straight putt for birdie, roll it in, 2 under through 3. This is when things started getting a little different. 2 under through 3. Something's working. Something's happening. So this is when I started putting tracers on. But you can see the quality is a little less good with the tracer, but it's just how I have to film them. But this is when I started putting tracers on because I'm like, I think something's happening. So this is a par 5. It has a temporary green, so it's maybe about 30 yards shorter, but it's still playing about 485. In the winter, we hit a great drive, cut the corner a little bit, I think we had an 8-iron into this one, and it was downhill quite a bit, obviously. I think it was about 165.
Don't get mad at me for lying to you, because they lied to me. They said there was only one temp green on the front. This one's a temp green. That's okay. Works out for us. We got a chip here, maybe 20 feet.
This was a moment right here, folks. You're about to witness something pretty crazy. Standard chip shot, like I said, about 25 feet. It's all kind of fairway, so you got to land it close. Land it up.
Go in.
4 under through 4. Eagle on this par 5. That's what the hole's like.
This soup. This is like the worst part about actually putting it in the hole. Ugh.
To be fair, temporary greens. Oh, hang on, I'm talking.
We're getting to the part now where I'm 4 under through 4. That's never happened to me before. So I gotta stop thinking about it. Just like
It was starting to get in my head. So this is a par 4. This is a shorter one. This is about 380. Hit a drive up the right side. We landed stuck just on the side hill. The nice thing about the winter conditions is you don't get any rollout, so you can stick. We had about 95 to 100. No, I think this was more like 110 to the pin. So we just hit a full gas 54. In fact, I stayed down on this and compressed this when it was that far below my feet. That's what the swing change I've been really working on, is adding more rotation and adding some wrist hinge. I don't know if I'm doing any of those things right, because I don't know much about the golf swing, but that's what I'm feeling. But the fact we made a par here, I had started to get in my head quite a bit, and I was real nervous. So this was another short one. This one was only about 335, 340. Again, just kind of airing to that right side. We were just right rough, or right side of the fairway. We had, I think this was a 9-iron. I think I had about 135 in. Hit it just playing safe. There's trouble all behind the green, so we left it short. This is definitely, though, where my head started, because again, I've never been 4 under through 4. I was 4 under through 5 at this point. Like, all the thoughts start going through the brain of like, oh my goodness, my lowest round ever. Oh my goodness, like blah, blah, blah. And like, I was just planning on playing 9 holes this day. That's the other thing. I was not planning on playing 18. This was a long, like 213-yard par 3, cold winter. Hit a 3 hybrid. Wanted to err on just getting it on the dance floor. You can see we just landed kind of a little bit right of center there, and actually hit a really, really good putt here. But anyways, I was definitely very much in my head finishing this back 9. So I was like, man, like the best I've ever shot is 2 under through 9. I was like 4 under through 9. Maybe I can crash a couple more birdies in. Like, got really exciting. This is where things got squirrely. So I basically hit the hosel on this 6-iron. This was a short one. This is like 285. Yeah, but it comes around the corner, so you can't really attack it. Hit a decent 4-iron, but I was like 230 out, so I still had a pitch shot left.
I mean, I could just have hit 2 bad golf shots in a row, but I'm kind of getting the vibes, and this is good. It's ironic. We talked about it at the beginning of the video, how I want to start playing in tournaments and events this year, and I think as soon as I got 4 under through 4, my brain just started going, and we all know that feeling. And I mean, held together pretty well. Made 1 good par, kind of an amp bogey, but that was putting, adjusting from the speeds in Arizona. A great par on that last hole. That par 3 is tough. Making par there is honestly great. 2 bad shots in this hole. I think maybe it's feeling a little bit of that pressure for sure, because, you know, 4 under through 4 is that's not territory I've ever been in, but it's good. The more I can get uncomfortable, and like the reason why I feel uncomfortable, I'm sure, is because I'm doing it on camera, and obviously my brain goes, that'd be a pretty good score to shoot on camera. You know, you put a little 4 or 5 under across 9, but you know, whatever. That's good. It puts the pressure on, so I'm not upset about it. Especially because we're working through the swing change right now. So the fact that we're doing this right now in the midst of the swing change is like, it's only positive. So anyway, we're going to get this one up and down, baby.
So, I mean, a little context. Before, at the beginning of this vlog, I talked about how I'm signing up for my first ever tournament. I'm going to be playing in an event sometime in the next month. There's a tour in Vancouver called the Winter Golf Tour. This was a really great like mental head check right here to not make a double and to just roll that in for a bogey. I'm sad that I was making bogeys here, but I ended up just being able to, you know, roll that knee knocker in and stay composed. This one we landed just short of the cart path. You can hear my playing partner said he saw it down there, and we were in a little ravine, but
I found this little ravine here at 146 center. The pin looks to be sort of front middle, so we can hit a big 9. It's uphill quite a bit, but we got the wind pumping, so I hit big 9. It should cover everything.
The problem was right now mentally I'm thinking like, let's just make a par. Like I want to now finish 2 under, And it's just not a great mindset. And you'll see towards the end of the video, I kind of switched that up, which is really nice. But this one, foot just slipped, came up super short, hit it pretty thin, and ended up fried egging it in the face of a bunker, which is, you know, not everyone's dream shot. Definitely don't want to make excuses there, but that foot slippage was real. And now we have a fried egg in the face of the bunker. I think I'm this one. Fried egg, face of the bunker. This one I just basically put back in the stance and chopped down on it, and it came out super well. I can usually get these like weird bunker shots out pretty well, but anyways, take this one in, missed the par putt, 2-putt, bogey, 1 under after the front 9. But anyways, what I was saying is that I am entering my first tournament. There's the Vancouver Golf Tour, which is a local tour here. They run throughout the winter, but they also run full summer events. And my plan is I'm going to play in one winter event, and then I'm going to join the tour full time in the summer. And I'm going to play almost every weekend throughout the entirety of the summer. So I want to start playing competitive golf. My golf game has been getting a lot better, and I'm working on it all the time, and I want to be able to document some of this for you guys. So I'm very excited. But anyway, hit a great drive, hit a great cut 5-iron to the back of this green here. Left ourselves a nice looking birdie, which felt good after I think I missed 2 greens in reg or something in a row. So felt good to kind of just get myself in. This is one of the harder holes on the course too. I think it's like 423 or something, which again in the winter is tough. So this one's a little bit more forgiving. This was like 380. We hit a nice cut up the center. We left ourselves. This was one of my favorite swings of the day coming up here. Was the 7-iron. Just stayed down on a nicely great compression. Cut it a little bit too much, but we still landed center ice a little right of the pin. My ball striking like number wise, like I was hitting numbers. I was landing pin high almost every time, which is a good sign for your ball striking. This one I thought I canned, but staying 1 under after this is 11 holes now. Basically what happened was I was only planning on playing 9, but there was nobody in front of us the whole day. This is I think this one is just shy of 500 yards. The tracer went wonky on that. The ball actually cut, but it just showed it dead left. But anyway, center ice here. We had about 213 stick, hit a hybrid. Nice big cut. It kind of landed and skipped up. This was probably the shot of the day, to be honest, result wise. I like the feel of that 7-iron, but this was probably the result of the day. We set ourselves up with like a 15-foot side hill putt for eagle, which is, I mean, I had already made 1 eagle. I've never made multiple eagles in a round before, so this got me, this opportunity
may have been the
clearly got me really excited, and you guys are about to see what happened. This was good. I was happy we hit a confident putt here. It's kind of downhill, kind of off the left, little slidey. We just committed to our line, hit it firm, probably a little too firm, but right in the hole for eagle. 3 under after 12. I was stoked. But anyways, we were only going to play 9, but there was nobody in front of us, and we were just flying. We played the front 9 in like an hour and a half, so we had the daylight, and I was just paired with a random guy, but you know, he's a beauty, so I was like, all right, sure, we'll just keep going. So my foot slipped again on this one, came up a little short. I think I might need to like invest in like a pair of golf spike shoes for the winter. This was just a flub chip. That was a horrible chip. Again, little in my head after the eagle, I'm like, oh boy, like we might be able to shoot. That's where that eagle was where I first thought, oh my goodness, we might shoot 18 under par. Like not 18 under par, but we might shoot 18 holes under par total. So I was getting really excited. This was about 350. Absolute pull. Shut face. With this new swing change, I'm adding wrist hinge, and if I don't release on my woods, the face is just shut at impact. So this went dead left. Luckily, we got a pretty big kick. You could probably hear it right off, not that tree, but a tree behind it, kind of kicked forward. But we had to hit a bit of a draw here to get it in, and we didn't. We cut it, so we ended up 300 yards from the pin, but we got it on the green. This was like a 5-iron that we had to hit in because we were about like 190 out. But again, pin high, good number, just super far out. So had this putt, legged it up. I actually don't remember if yeah. Okay, I 2-putted. That one looks close enough that I don't think I missed that. So same par in there was a good feeling, but that last hole was where I started thinking like, oh no. But what I tried to do, and what I was really proud of myself for, was that on the front with the 4 under through 4, I started thinking like, holy crap, like let's just get this in the clubhouse. Like I really just want to like get this in 400. That's a crazy score. Whereas I switched my mentality on the back, and not really intentionally, but I just felt like a different wave of confidence after making that eagle. I was like, I think I can shoot under par the whole 18, but not only can I do it because I'm currently 3 under, but because I'm gonna go make more birdies. Like I'm gonna attack. I'm not just going to you know, try to limp this one in. I'm going to go attack. And that was a really positive mindset. I was so gutted that that one missed, but anyway, tap that one in, down to 1 under. But again, not stressing. I am really thinking making par with 3 holes left. This was an extremely short par 3. Usually it only plays like 120, but it was playing down to like 75 yards or something with the temporary green. This one, obviously, we're outside the gimme range, so I actually putted it. And I actually thought I jarred this putt, but it just slid a little bit. And you can see how just demolished these, they're not even greens, they're literally just fairways. So putting on them is nearly impossible, but that's why you have to hit it close. And then this is the last temporary one. But again, my mind was attack mode, and I was really happy with that because I think the pressure you feel, we just covered the bunker on the right there. I don't know, again, why the tracer jumped left, but we left ourselves, we had like 40 yards in with the temporary green. This one was only playing like, again, maybe like 325.
I think that's
so we had a really good drive up there and then just wedged it on in, and then the hole was just absolute water, so I couldn't get the ball out. But back to 2 under on this one, and again, just proud of that mindset because the pressure you get from YouTube videos, as much as it might not seem like you have it, especially as a creator, once you start realizing you have like maybe a once-in-a-lifetime video, for me, once in a lifetime to this point of actually shooting under par.
Dang, it's so dang wet with that temporary green hole.
It's something that it puts pressure on you, and because I'm saying I want to play in tournaments and I want to join this tour, I want that pressure. I want to get used to feeling that pressure. So yeah, anyway, this is the 18th hole. It's a par 5. It's not reachable even in the summer because the green is kind of like past the moat with a really thin entrance. So we hit a 200 shot kind of layup here. I absolutely pured that 3-wood, so I got a little nervous I might have hit it too good. These are coyotes. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of nuts.
Guess that's all those coyotes we were hearing earlier. Holy crow.
Anyways, we ended up, as you can see, it's just short of the moat. Like, it was only maybe 95 yards to the pin or something like that, but there's no easy shot. I definitely was like, all right, like, you gotta gut check here because you chunked this one, you hit this one squirrely, like trouble everywhere. Like, so many people just duff their shots into this ravine. So, but I was feeling good, man. I had my process, I had my swing thoughts. I was just like, okay, we're just gaming it. We're going, we're hitting our shot. We're not thinking about it, and I was very, very happy with how this one finished off. A great third shot on this closeout hole 18. Really great number. Hit it so pure. Great divot. Ball landed just left of the green, and we set ourselves up with a putt for a 69.
All right, well, I know I haven't been talking too much because, I mean, I don't really talk too much when I play golf in these videos. But also we've been trying to rush to finish, but we got a par 5, and I've got that for a 69, 2 putts for a 70. First ever round on a par across 18. I mean, asterisk, temporary greens a little bit, but I'm taking it.
About 15 feet off the left. Missed pro side. I thought it was turning more. It looks like it's turning more even watching this video. So I'm very shocked that that didn't turn in, but left ourselves a tap in for the 70. And that's going to do it. My first ever round under par, a 2 under 70 in winter conditions too, which is sweet. I mean, I don't really consider winter conditions a disadvantage for me as a Canadian because I play in them all the time. Like, I think they'd be a huge disadvantage for someone who's used to playing in like Florida or, you know, Scottsdale or something like that all the time. But like, if you're from like the UK or Canada, you play golf, or at least Vancouver, you play golf in the winter, you're used to it. So it's not too much of a disadvantage, to be honest, at this point. But I'm still very proud of it, man. The way we were hitting the ball was great. The way our short game was great. That's obviously kind of 2 of the big things that helped us in this round. But the biggest thing was just being able to mentally stay in there. Like, it really did give me the confidence that, you know, not only on camera, but in actual tournament settings, I can hang. I can stay in there. I know I can shoot good scores. Like, I know I can shoot right around par. I've shot under par across 9 twice. Obviously now 4 times if you include these 2 9s, and now once total under par across 18. Like, I've shot 72 twice. Like, I've been close, and I know it's in there. And I think a lot of the time it just comes down to that mental. Once you start getting close, especially on camera or at any kind of in pressure setting, being able to stay in it. So I was really proud of myself for this one. I was really excited to have gotten the whole thing on camera, which is really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Lots more to come. I'm super excited to document this journey with you guys. Hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one.